Hello everyone, I am Sai Ganesh, Assistant Professor. Today I am going to explain the continuation topic of integration. Friends, we have already completed integration concept in two parts. Now coming to the part 3, here also we have to learn some more shortcut tricks regarding this concept. Now see the another method, that is method 7. In this method, suppose the integration is in the form of integral e power mx into sin nx dx. Here sin nx and e power mx are product each other. So whenever the integration is in the form, the result of the integration is simply e power mx by m square plus n square of m sin nx minus n cos nx plus c. Here c represents the constant. So each and every integration result we have to include plus c as a final result. Now coming to the another shortcut trick, same as like this. So here integration e power mx cos nx dx. Here the two integrations are different each other. Here it is e power mx is multiplied with the sin nx. So here in e power mx is multiplied with the cos nx. Then the result of these two are also different each other. Now coming to this result, the result is given by e power mx by m square plus n square of, here it is the sin nx. That's why sin nx term comes first term. So here it is the cos nx. That's why cos nx term comes as a first term. So m into cos nx, and the signs also different. Here it is the plus. So m into cos nx plus n sin nx plus c. So the result of these two integrations are very different each other. So the difference is only one thing, that is whenever sin nx is coming from the integration, so write sin nx as a first term. Suppose cos nx integration, write cos nx as a first term. So if it is cos nx, the symbol is plus. If it is sin nx, the sign is minus. That's the difference between these two. Now see the examples regarding this shortcut method 7. Let us see the examples. First one, integration e power 3x into sin 2x dx. So here this is in the form of e power mx sin nx dx. So the formula for this e power mx, that means e power 3x by m square plus n square. Here the value of m is 3, here the value of n is 2. So 3 square plus 2 square, that means 13. So here sin 2x. So sin 2x, that's why I'm going to write m. So in the place of m, we are directly substitute the value of m, that is 3. So m sin nx, that's why sin 3 sin nx. The value of n is 2. So 3 sin 2x. So minus, whenever the sin term occurs in the integration, it becomes minus. Suppose the cos term occurs in the integration, it becomes plus. So m sin nx minus n cos nx. So here the value of n is 2. 2 in sin 2x plus c. So here it is the final result for this first problem. So we can directly write the answer for the question whenever we know the shortcut trick. It's very easy. Now let us see the another problems. So the second one is the integral e power minus 5x cos 7x dx. So here the value of m is minus 5 and the value of n is 7. So this is in the form of integration e power mx cos nx dx. Now let us see e power mx, that means e power minus 5x whole by m square plus n square. Here 5 square minus 5 whole square is the 25, 7 square is the 49, 25 plus 49, that is the 74 of m into, that means minus 5 into, So here cos term is including in the integration. That's why the formula becomes the cos term comes first one. So cos nx, that is cos 7x, plus whenever cos is occurs in the integration, it becomes plus. So n sin nx, that is 7 sin nx, that is 7 sin 7x plus c. So this is the answer for this question. Now see the another question, integration e power 10x into sin 5x dx. So this is question is same as the first one. So e power 10x by, so m square plus n square, here it is the m value and 5 is the n value. So 10 square plus 5 square, that is the 125. So 10 into sin 5x minus 5 sin 5x plus c. That's all. Now see the last one, integral e power 9x into cos 2x dx. So it is also same as in the e power mx cos nx dx. So e power 9x by, so 9 square is the 81, 2 square is the 4, so that is 85. So m into 9 into, here cos is the cos 2x, that's the cos term is comes first. So cos 2x plus 2 cos 2x plus c. So these are the direct results for these questions. So these are the problems. So here it is not a sign. So already we have written sin nx. So this becomes the cos nx, that means cos 2x, a small change. Now see the another method, that is method 8. In this method, suppose the integral 0 to pi sin ax cos bx dx is equal to, here this integration is called definite integration because of the integration having the limits. Here 0 is the lower limit, pi is the upper limit. So whenever the integration is in the form integration 0 to pi sin ax cos bx dx. So before going to analyzing this result of the integration, we have to make the condition for this question. So the condition is, let us check a minus b. So compare the a value with the b value. Here a and b are the constant values. So before going to analyzing the result for this question, we have to check the condition, that is the comparing the a and b values, that means a minus b. So the a minus b value result is, suppose the result becomes even, the result is becomes even number. So the integration result is equal to 0. So directly we can substitute the 0 as the answer for this. So suppose the a minus b value is odd. The a minus b value is odd condition. So the result of the integration is might change, that is integration is equal to 2a by a square minus b square. Sometimes there is a chance to occur the result of the a minus b is of also 0, of course 0. So same, whenever the result is also 0, so directly the result is also integration is equal to 0. So if it is odd number, so the result of the integration is becomes 2a by a square minus b square. And remember one thing, here a and b are the constant values. Now let us check the problems regarding this integration. Now see the problems regarding this concept. That is first one, integral 0 to pi sin 4x cos 10x dx. So this is in the form of integral 0 to pi sin ax cos bx dx. Here the value of a is 4 and the value of b is 10 and the values are constant. So before analyzing the result for this question, we have to check the condition, and that means we have to comparing the a and b values. So a value is the 4, b value is the 10, a minus b value is the minus 6. So whatever the sign, either minus or plus, let us check whether it is a even number or odd number. If it is even, the result is becomes 0. If it is odd, the result becomes 2a by a square minus b square. So 4 minus 10, that is minus 6. Here minus 6 is the even number. So that's why the integration result is directly as a 0. Directly we can substitute the result as a 0. So no need to evaluate this integration, no need to apply the formulas. Okay, so directly we get the result for this question whenever we know this shortcut trick. Now let us see the another question, that is integral 0 to pi. Remember one thing, so in each and every question the integration, definite integration is in the limits of 0 to pi. If the limits are changes, the obviously the formula is also different. So definitely the given problem same as the formula of integral 0 to form of integral 0 to pi sin ax cos bx dx. Otherwise this shortcut trick is not applicable to do this problem. So here the value of a is 60 and the value of b is 41. So 60 minus 41, so that is the 19. So 19 is a odd number. So that's why the formula is 2a by a square minus b square. So 2 into 60, 2a by 60. So a square minus b square. Here 60 square is the 3600 minus 41 square is the 1681. So simplifying this result, 120 by 1919. So this is the result for this question. Now see the another question, that is integral 0 to pi sin 105x into cos 349x dx. So let us comparing the a value and b value. Here the value of a is 105 and the value of b is 349. So 105 minus 349, that is the 244. So 244 is the even number. So definitely the result is obviously becomes 0. If it is odd number, so the result will be changes. So the last one, integral 0 to pi sin 100x into cos 15x dx. Here a value is 100, b value is 15. So comparing the a value with the b value, 100 minus 15, that is 85. So here it is the odd number. So the result becomes 2a by a square minus b square. So 2 into 100, that is 200. A square. So 100 whole square, that is 10,000 minus b square. 15 whole square, that is 225. Finally, the result of this question is 200 by 10,000 minus 225. So 200 by 9775. That's all. So this is the shortcut trick of method 8. Now let us see the another shortcut method regarding this integration concept. Now see the another method, that is the method 9. Suppose the integral 1 by a plus b cos square x dx. Whenever the integration is in the form 1 by a plus b cos square x dx, then the result of the integration is 1 by a square root of a by a plus b tan inverse a by a plus b tan x plus c. So this is the result for this integration. So here this is the a is the constant, a plus b is the total, a plus b is the total sum. So 1 by a into square root of a by a plus b tan inverse square root of a by a plus b tan x plus c. A and b are the constant values. Suppose the same integration in the terms of sine a plus b sine square x dx, then the result is also different. So here we are doing 1 by a. 1 by a is the constant, but coming to sine square x, here 1 by a plus b, we can take the total in the first term of square root of a plus b by a tan inverse a plus b, square root of a plus b by a tan x plus c. So these are the result for this two integrations. Suppose here it is the cos square x, then the result is constant by total. If it is sin square x, the result is total by constant. That is the difference. Okay. Now see the problems regarding this method 9. Now see the problems, that is integration 1 by 3 plus 2 cos square x dx. So this is in the form of integration 1 by a plus b cos square x dx. Whenever cos term is occurs, we know the result, that is constant by total. So the result is 1 by constant, that is 1 by a. Here it is the a value and here it is the b value. So 1 by a, that is 1 by 3 of square root of a by, that is 3 by a plus b. So 3 plus 2, that is the 5 tan inverse root 3 by 5 tan x plus c. So this is the result of the first question. Now see the second one. So the second one is the same as similar to the first one problem, that is 1 by 7. Here the value of a is 7, that's why 1 by a, that is 7. Square root of 7 by the total. Here the total is 7 plus 16, that is 23. So 7 by 23 tan inverse of square root of 7 by 23 tan x plus c. Now see the another question. So integration 1 by 6 plus 4 sin square x dx. So this is different from the above questions because of it is the sin x. Whenever sin x comes to the integration, then the result becomes total by constant. So 1 by total, here the total is 6 plus 4, that is the 10 of square root of total by constant. Total is the 10 and the constant is the 6. So 10 by 6, that is 5 by 3. So 5 by 3 tan inverse square root of 10 by 6 or 5 by 3 tan x plus c. That's all. Now see the last one, that is 1 by 36 plus 10 sin square x dx. Again here the result is total by constant. So that is 1 by total. So the total is the a plus b value, 36 plus 10, that is 46. Square root of 46 a plus b, 46 by 36. So 46 by 36, simplifying 46 by 36, 23 by 18. Tan inverse square root of 23 by 18 or 46 by 36. I have simplified this result. Tan x plus c. That's all. So thank you everyone. Thank you for participating in our YouTube channel. Stay tuned for more updates regarding EAMCET competitive exam. Thank you all.